If you are unfortunate enough to enter this prison, give up resisting immediately, because once you are sent here, the inmates will be forcibly connected together and turned into a human centipede stretching for several kilometers. At the front is a huge black prisoner built like a beast. Not only must he eat enough to survive, but he must also keep his body functioning properly, because the fate of the thousands of prisoners behind him is entirely in his hands, and the mastermind behind all of this is the prison warden, a man plagued by impotence and premature ejaculation. Every time he inspected the cells, the inmates mocked his sexual dysfunction, and some even threatened that they would rape him after being released. Those words completely enraged the warden. He casually grabbed a prisoner and snapped the man's arm on the spot, but even that failed to calm his anger. He then dragged out the prisoner who had insulted him the most, covered the man's face with a towel, and poured scalding boiling water directly over it. Horrifying screams instantly echoed throughout the entire prison, yet violence did not force the inmates into submission. Instead, it left the infirmary overcrowded every day. The constantly rising medical expenses also made his superiors extremely dissatisfied. They issued him a final ultimatum: control the costs within 1 week, or he would be chemically castrated. The warden could only force a bitter smile, but after the officials left, the anger he had suppressed for so long finally exploded. Unable to find an outlet for his rage, he immediately ordered his guards to bring in the bald prisoner, who had threatened to rape him.
Hey, warden, I like my men bald. I think it's sexy. Why don't you come over here and suck my dick?
Without hesitation, he brought down the knife in his hand and used it to remove the prisoner's tool for committing the act. He then ordered the chef to turn it into a dish and sprinkle it with a special blend of spices. The rich aroma soon filled the room, and even the assistant standing nearby could not help swallowing repeatedly. After finishing the meal, the warden deliberately sought out the bald prisoner. He had assumed that after everything that had happened, the man would finally submit, but to his surprise, the prisoner still showed no fear whatsoever.
You took them. That's okay. I don't need them. When I get loose, I'm gonna find some barbed wire. I'm gonna fuck you in the ass with it. And then, I'm gonna dig up your German Nazi parents and I'm gonna fucking rape them too.
The warden completely lost control and wanted nothing more than to strangle him to death on the spot. In the end, however, he restrained himself. As the deadline drew closer and closer, he still could not come up with a solution. Just then, his assistant, who had always been timid and submissive, suddenly proposed a crazy idea. He suggested that the warden imitate the method from the human centipede and connect all the prisoners together from head to tail, permanently stitching them into a single chain. Upon hearing this, the warden was stunned for a moment, but then his eyes gradually lit up. He could hardly believe that the man standing before him, someone he had always considered as stupid as a pig, had managed to come up with such a crazy yet perfect plan.